meet again, dear students, in this new lesson in the series of English lessons on the أونروا Satellite TV channel. ها نحن نلتقي مجددا أعزائي الطلاب في هذا الدرس الجديد من سلسلة دروس اللغة الإنجليزية على قناة الأونروا الفضائية. Welcome back. Our lesson today, dear students, is about punctuation marks. علامات الترقيم. Let's go. The first question we have here is, what are punctuation marks? What are punctuation marks? ما هي علامات الترقيم? Let's go here. Look at some of the punctuation marks used in English. لننظر إلى بعض علامات الترقيم المستخدمة في اللغة الإنجليزية. Here we have capitalization. Capitalization. استخدام الأحرف المكبرة. Here we have the full stop. علامة الوقف. Also there we have the question mark. علامة الاستفهام. Here we have the comma. الفاصلة. There we have the apostrophe s. And here finally we have the exclamation mark. So these are some of the punctuation marks used in English language. Now let's move to know the use of the punctuation marks. لننتقل إلى معرفة استخدام علامات الترقيم. Look here. Punctuation marks are the marks used to make your writing clearer and more meaningful. Again, let's look at the use of the punctuation marks together. Punctuation marks are the marks used to make your writing clearer and more meaningful. Let's have the first punctuation mark for today, which is the full stop. علامة الوقف. Look here. The full stop is used at the end of a sentence. The full stop is used at the end of a sentence. But why do we use the full stop at the end of a sentence? لماذا نستخدم علامة الوقف في نهاية الجملة؟ The full stop is used at the end of a complete idea. تستخدم علامة الوقف في نهاية فكرة تامة. Let's have some examples. Here, the first example, Ahmed is in the 7th grade. Ahmed is in the 7th grade. So look here, in this sentence we have a complete idea. في هذه الجملة لدينا فكرة مكتملة. So that at the end of such a sentence we need to use the full stop. في نهاية هذه الجملة استخدمنا علامة الوقف. Let's look at the second sentence. He studies hard for his exams. Again, he studies hard for his exams. This is another sentence with another complete idea. So that at the end of such a sentence we need to use the full stop. Alright, let's have another example. I do my homework. My father helps me doing it. Again, I do my homework. My father helps me doing it. How many ideas do we have here? How many ideas do we have here? كم فكرة لدينا هنا? Let's look again. I do my homework, and this is the first idea. My father helps me doing it, and this is the second idea. So that at the first idea, we have full stop. Why? Because we have a complete idea. So the first sentence contains a complete idea, so that we close it up with a full stop. Let's look at the second sentence. My father helps me doing it. This is another complete idea, so that we close it up with a full stop. Let's read the two sentences together. I do my homework. My father helps me doing it. Look here, we have two full stops. Why? Because we have two separate sentences contain two separate ideas. Alright, let's move to the next example. Syria is an Arab country. Damascus is its capital. Again, Syria is an Arab country. Damascus is its capital. As you see, dear students, here we have two complete ideas. In the first idea, Syria is an Arab country. We need to use a full stop at the end. Here, Damascus is its capital. Damascus is its capital. Here we have another sentence with another complete idea, so that we need to use another full stop at the end. Let's read the two sentences again. Syria is an Arab country. Full stop. Damascus is its capital. Another full stop. Now, dear students, after we have talked about the full stop, let's have this exercise as a practice. Punctuate the following. رقم ما يلي. Number 1. I like pizza. I eat it a lot. Again, I like pizza. I eat it a lot. Let's look here. I like pizza. This is the first sentence. with the first complete idea, so that we need to use what here? Excellent, we need to use the full stop. I like pizza. This is the first complete idea. Let's look at the second complete idea, which is I eat it a lot. So here, in this sentence, I eat it a lot, I need to use another full stop at the end. So here, I eat it a lot, full stop. I like pizza, full stop. I eat it a lot, another full stop. Let's look at number 2. My friend's father is a teacher. He teaches math. Again, my friend's father is a teacher. He teaches math. Let's punctuate these two sentences together. My friend's father is a teacher. What should we use at the end of this sentence? Of course, we should use the full stop. Thank you very much. بالطبع يجب أن نستخدم علامة الوقف. But why? Because this sentence contains a complete idea. Look here. He teaches math. Here we have another complete idea, so that he teaches math should be ended up with another full stop. Here, he teaches math should be ended with another full stop. Let's move to number 3. Here, we went to the sea. We went to the sea. It's our favorite place. Again, we went to the sea. It's our favorite place. Let's punctuate it together. We went to the sea. At the end we have full stop. Look here. It is our favorite place. Should be ended up with another full stop. Let's read the two sentences again. We went to the sea. It is our favorite place. Now, dear all, let's move to handle the second punctuation mark, which is the question mark. Here, question marks. Question marks are used at the end of a question. Question marks are used at the end of a question. Let's have some examples. Here, example number 1. Is Ahmed studying hard? Is Ahmed studying hard? Is this a question or a sentence? هل هذه جملة أم سؤال؟ Look here, we have is, and at the end we have the question mark, so that we have a question closed up with a question mark. Let's move to have example number 2. Where did you buy the CD from? Where did you buy the CD from? This is a question, so that we need to close it up with a question mark. So here, where did you buy the CD from? A question. Example number 3. Can you speak English fluently? Can you speak English fluently? Another question, so that we need to close it up with a question mark. So dear students, at the end of the questions we use question marks, and at the end of sentences we use a full stop. Now dear students, after we have talked about the question mark, let's have this exercise. Punctuate the following. استخدم علامات الترقيم فيما يلي. Number 1. What is your father's job? What is your father's job? Here, what is your father's job is obviously a question, so that we need to close it up with a question mark. Here, what is your father's job? And this is a question. Look at the end of the question. What do we have? Excellent, we have the question mark. Number 2. What is the capital of Syria? What is the capital of Syria? Here, what is the capital of Syria is a question, so that we need to close it up with what? With a full stop or with a question mark? What do you think? Excellent, thank you very much. With a question mark. Why? Because we have the question word what? So let's read the question again. What is the capital of Syria? At the end we have the question mark. Let's have number 3. Who is your best friend? Who is your best friend? In this question, we need to close it up again with a question mark, because we have the question word who. Who is your best friend? At the end we have the question mark. Now dear all, let's have this short break. Then after the break we continue our lesson about punctuation marks. فاصل قصير ونعود. Welcome back. Now dear students, let's handle the third punctuation mark, which is the exclamation marks. The exclamation marks, علامات التعجب. Let's look together. Here, exclamation marks are used in a sentence to show strong feelings, surprise or shock. Again, exclamation marks are used in a sentence to show strong feelings, مشاعر قوية, surprise, دهشة أو مفاجأة, or shock أو موقف صادم. Let's have some examples. Here, example number 1. Oh my God, the bus is gone. Again, oh my God, the bus is gone. Here, look at oh my God. This expression shows surprise. هذا التعبير يوضح الدهشة أو المفاجأة. So that we need to use an exclamation mark at its end. So here, oh my God, the bus is gone. Let's have the second example. Come on, come on. Here we have exclamation mark at the end. Let's have extra examples. Yes, I got the highest mark. Yes, I got the highest mark. So this yes here shows strong feeling. So that we need to use exclamation mark at the end. Let's read it again. Yes, I got the highest mark. The next one. Ouch, you hit me in my eye. Ouch, you hit me in my eye. Here, after ouch, we need to use exclamation mark because it shows strong feelings. Let's have the last example. Here, he's dead. He's dead. This expression shows strong feelings or surprise, so that we need to use an exclamation mark at the end. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. As well, at the end we need to use an exclamation mark. Now, dear all, let's practice what we have talked about. Punctuate the following. رقم ما يلي. Number 1. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Here, when I say lovely to see you, this expression shows strong feelings. When you meet your friend, you say, it's lovely to see you. So that in such expression, we need to use an exclamation mark at the end. Let's move to number 2. What a wonderful surprise. What a wonderful surprise. This expression shows surprise as you see. So that at the end of such an expression, we say, what a wonderful surprise, and at the end we use exclamation mark. Number 3, what a good movie. What a good movie. At the end we need to use here, what a good movie, we need to use exclamation mark at the end. Now, dear all, let's move to learn about the comma. Here, the comma, الفاصلة. Commas are used between items in a list. Commas are used between items in a list. Also, when adding extra information and in tag questions. Again, commas are used between items in a list. تستخدم الفاصلة بين عناصر في نفس القائمة. Here also, when adding extra information, عندما نضيف معلومات إضافية. Also in tag questions, وفي الأسئلة المذيلة. Let's have some examples. I visited Ahmed, Ali, Sami, and Jamal. Again, I visited Ahmed, Ali, Sami, and Jamal. Here we have a list of names. We have 4 names. Let's look together. Here, I visited Ahmed, Ali, Sami, Jamal. What should we use between these 4 names? ماذا يجب أن نستخدم بين هذه الأسماء الأربعة في هذه القائمة؟ Look here. I visited Ahmed. Here, comma, Ali, comma, Sami, and Jamal. Again, I visited Ahmed, comma, Ali, comma, Sami, and Jamal. Another example. Lucy, who I told you about, is coming to the party. Again, Lucy, who I told you about, is coming to the party. Let's look together. Here, Lucy, what about her? Lucy, who I told you about. This who told you about is extra information, so that we need to put it between 2 commas. Lucy, who I told you about, comma, is coming to the party. Again, Lucy, who I told you about, is coming to the party. The next example. He's an excellent student, isn't he? He is an excellent student, isn't he? This is a tag question. Look here, he is an excellent student. Before the tag question, we use a comma. Then we put the tag question. He is an excellent student, comma, isn't he? Now let's practice what we have talked about. Punctuate the following. Number 1, I study English, Arabic, science, math. Again, I study English, Arabic, science, math. Let's punctuate this sentence. Here, I study English, as you see here all, English, Arabic, science, math. A list of subjects. قائمة من المواد الدراسية. Should we use and between them? Like I say, Arabic and science and math? Or what should we use? Excellent, thank you very much. We should use commas between these items. So I study English, comma, Arabic, comma, science, and math. So dear all, between the last two items in the list, we use and. Only between the last two items in a list, we use and. Okay, dear all, let's have number 2. Tom, who drove me home, is a good driver. Again, Tom, who drove me home, is a good driver. Let's punctuate this sentence. Tom, here, comma, who drove me home, another comma, is a good driver. Why have we used the two commas in this sentence? لماذا استخدمنا الفاصلة في هذه الجملة? Here, look at who drove me home. الذي قادني إلى البيت. This is extra information about Tom. هذه معلومات إضافية حول توم. لذلك وضعناها بين فاصلتين. Okay. Let's have number 3. Here. We must obey our teachers, mustn't we? Look here. We must obey our teachers, comma, mustn't we? What do we have here? This is a tag question. سؤال مذيل. لذلك استخدمنا الفاصلة قبل السؤال المذيل. Okay, dear all, let's have this short break. After the break, we continue our lesson punctuation marks. فاصل قصير ونعود. Welcome back. Now, dear all, let's handle the next punctuation mark, which is the apostrophe, الفاصلة العليا. Here, apostrophes are used to abbreviate certain words and to show possessive. Again, apostrophes, الفاصلة العليا, are used to abbreviate certain words and to show possessive. Let's have some examples. Here, example number 1, he is or he has becomes he's. So that is and has are abbreviated to be the apostrophe as he's. I have, here we have I've. We have abbreviated it to be I've instead of I have. We are, here we have we're instead of we are. And the last one, she would, here becomes she'd. She'd instead of she would. So if you look here, dear students, you have these words become shorter by using the apostrophes. Let's move to practice what we have talked about. Punctuate the following. Number 1, what's your father's job? What's your father's job? Let's punctuate it together. What's, the apostrophe s, what's your father's job? Here we have used the apostrophe s in what's and in father's. And what's here, what's, this s stands for is. What is your father's job? Number 2, they've played football and I'd like to play with them. They'd play football and I'd like to play with them. Here, they've, instead of they have, we have made it shorter. We've played football and I'd, here the apostrophe is, I'd like to play with them. Now, dear all, let's move to have the next punctuation mark, which is capitalization. استخدام الأحرف المكبرة, the capital letters. Capital letters are used with names of continents, countries, cities, rivers, days of the week, the months, and proper names. It's used at the beginning of sentences too. Again, we use capitalization with the following. نستخدم الأحرف المكبرة مع ما يلي. Here, with the names of continents, مع أسماء القارات. Also, with the names of countries, مع أسماء الدول. The names of cities, أسماء المدن. Rivers, الأنهار. Days of the week, مع أيام الأسبوع. The months, أشهر السنة. And proper names, ومع أسماء العلم. It is used at the beginning of sentences too. وأيضا تستخدم في بداية الجمل. Let's have some examples. Example number 1. Last Saturday, I visited Ali with my friend Hani, who lives in Gaza. Again, last Saturday, I visited Ali with my friend Hani, who lives in Gaza. Now, dear all, let's notice the letters in the red. لنلاحظ الأحرف التي بالخط الأحمر. Here, last Saturday. The L letter in last is capitalized. Why? Because it's the first letter in the sentence. Look at S in Saturday. The S letter in Saturday is capitalized. Why? Because this is a day of the week. Why? Because this is the day of a week. هذا يوم من أيام الأسبوع. I is always capitalized. الضمير I مكبر دائما. Ali is a proper name. Also Hani is a proper name. علي وهاني من أسماء العلم. لذلك تكتب أسماء العلم بالأحرف المكبرة دائما. Here, look at Gaza. Gaza is a name of a city. هي اسم مدينة. لذلك كتبت بالحرف المكبر أيضا. Here, last Saturday, I visited Ali with my friend Hani, who lives in Gaza. Okay, another example. Asia and Europe are continents, but Syria and Palestine are countries. Again, Asia and Europe are continents, but Syria and Palestine are countries. Look at A in Asia. It's capitalized. Why? Because Asia is a name of a continent. هو اسم قارة آسيا. Europe, the E letter in Europe is capitalized as well. Why? Because Europe is a name of a continent as well. Syria and Palestine are countries, so that the initials of these two countries are capitalized. The S in Syria and the P in Palestine. Okay. Rewrite the following. Rewrite the following. أعد كتابة ما يلي. In the first Monday of June, I moved to live in Canada, which I think is better for me to learn English. Again, in the first Monday of June, I moved to live in Canada, which I think is better for me to learn English. Let's punctuate this paragraph together. Here, in the first Monday of June, I'll move to live in Canada, which I think is better for me to learn English. Let's look at the letters in red. لننظر إلى الأحرف في الخط الأحمر. I, letter in N, حرف الآي في كلمة N is capitalized. Why? Because the I letter is the very beginning of the sentence. حرف الآي في كلمة N هو في بداية الفقرة. In the first Monday, the M letter in Monday is capitalized. Why? Because Monday is one of the days of the week. أيام الأسبوع تكتب بالخط المكبر دائما. June also, June من أشهر السنة تكتب بالخط المكبر أيضا. I, the pronoun I is capitalized all the time. الضمير I يكبر دائما. Canada is a name of a country. اسم دولة. So that it's written with capital letter. And the pronoun I is written in capital letter whether it comes in the beginning, in the middle, or in the end of the sentence. Here English is a school subject. اللغة الإنجليزية هي مادة دراسية, so that it's written in capital letter as well. At the end of the paragraph, we have a full stop. Let's read it again. In the first Monday of June, I will move to live in Canada, which I think is better for me to learn English. Okay, dear all, let's have another exercise. Write correctly. اكتب بشكل صحيح. Number 1. Palestine, Egypt, Jordan and Syria are Arab countries. Again, Palestine, Egypt, Jordan and Syria are Arab countries. What do you see here? Here we have a list of countries لدينا قائمة بأسماء الدول. Also here we have a sentence. ولدينا جملة. Let's punctuate it together. Palestine, it's written with a capital B because it's a name of a country. Here we have comma. Egypt, it's written in capital because it's a name of a country. Another comma. Jordan, it's written in capital as well. And Syria are Arab countries. At the end we have the full stop. Dear students, by the end of this exercise we have come to the end of our lesson. I hope the lesson was beneficial and interesting. Until I see you next time, have a good day and goodbye.